Beck. It's not his
Get
out!
What? All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. This is Brandon here, coming to you on Tuesday with another Victorious reaction. I continue to enjoy this series, and hopefully you're enjoying my reactions to the series. This one today is episode 10 of season 1. It's called Beck's Big Break, and I've really gotten to know the characters here. I say every time, and I'll probably continue to mention it if you're new here, I was an administrator at an art school a lot like Hollywood Arts for 2 years of my career, and they nail it every time as far as just the general culture of art schools and how things typically go, with few exceptions. But I can't wait to get into this episode. I don't know what Beck's Big Break is yet. Of course, I don't watch these beforehand. I'm reacting to it for the first time with you, but I know many of you all have seen this entire series, maybe several times, I don't know, but I'm enjoying reacting to them for the first time here with you. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, take a minute before we start the episode and click the button down below to subscribe. I really appreciate it, but let's get into the episode.
Oh, I don't want them sitting here. You know, it's great that you're so open with your bitterness.
You know, she really is. Like, Jade, as bitter as she is really open with it. I mean, she doesn't try to hide it, does she?
Ooh, script pages? Not for you. You auditioning for a play?
Sorta. It's a movie.
That's so great. What movie?
A movie? It's called Misfire. It's about this woman cop who gets fired and then goes on this crazy rampage.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And by the way, that does happen. You do have students and others that are involved in the film industry. The place where the art school was that I worked at, there was a big film industry also, and you had people that would respond to casting calls and they would go out and try to get parts in the movie, at least as extras. So the fact that Beck has a role is really, really cool, and they do have people his age in movies. That is a thing. So that's not that far-fetched, actually. What in the world?
Hey, look at what I got.
A piccolo?
It's my new instrument.
I thought you were learning how to play the French
It didn't
horn.
work out.
And a couple of comments right off the bat. I'll try not to pause it like a ton, but I have a lot to say. So I saw the kid like doing, I don't know what he was doing, some sort of moves in the middle of the lobby there. I've not seen that, although I have seen some of the modern dance students, which you would have in a school like Hollywood Arts, do some pretty crazy stuff. So that's not completely far-fetched or unrealistic, although you wouldn't typically be allowed to do it right in the lobby because obviously you could get kicked or hit or whatever. And I see Tori does have a piccolo there. I've never heard of an art school requiring every single student to play an instrument. I've not heard of that, but maybe that exists. But the notion that you can just pick up a piccolo or French horn, like those two instruments in particular, are quite difficult to play and get to sound the way it should sound. So I don't know why she picked like the hardest two instruments that I can think of here. There are harder ones than those, but those are high up on the level of difficulty.
So now I'm a piccolist. Oh, you guys want to hear Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Oh, I'm playing it. Fine.
Toot your pickle.
You know, I did make a lot of comments about her faking playing the French horn, even though she's supposed to, in the show, be playing it badly. And Andre here, even though I've heard he is a musician, he does fake play an awful lot. But I am impressed by this, and I'll tell you why. If you look here, someone did at least teach Tori how to hold it correctly. That is how you hold a piccolo, with your hands turned just like that. A lot of beginning students just hold it, you know, like this or in some weird way. That is how you hold it. I can't wait to hear, do they actually have her play it? No. No. No, I mean, look at that. Her mouth is like almost all the way open there. It looks like way too far to actually play. When you do play the flute, it's a very, very like that. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a very narrow opening, and you blow a very focused stream downward. You don't quite do what she's doing, but I am impressed. At least they did teach her to hold the piccolo correctly. Good job, producers.
No.
Is it that bad?
Actually, no. I was impressed if you heard the little high-pitched notes that she played. That actually, on its own, takes some skill. What she would really sound like is just, you know, she wouldn't even be able to play notes at all. She would just make a bunch of airy breath sounds into it.
We're late, and I hate being late.
Why do you look all sloppy and gross?
Because I've been having these nightmares. I gotta get some gum. I'll see you guys in class.
Was my Piccolo playing really that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And it's funny because usually Red is just very, very positive, but she just looked at her and said, yeah. It's pretty funny.
Morning.
Oh, hey.
Said you wanted to read the Misfire script?
Yeah, but I thought you said they don't give actors the whole script unless... You got the part!
Not that big a deal.
It's a huge deal. You're gonna be in a movie with Melinda Murray.
It is a huge deal, actually. A lot of people consider it a huge deal just to be in as an extra. So to actually get a normal role, I don't know how big a role it is, but that sounds really awesome for Beck.
I say we celebrate Piccolo style.
What? No.
No.
Which, again, actually, that wasn't that bad for somebody who's not supposed to really know how to play the piccolo, and it just looks kind of ridiculous. Somebody should teach her to fake play a little better than that. They did teach her how to hold it correctly, though. This is his nightmare.
What the? Hey! Why am I in a gigantic cereal bowl? What's happening?
What?
Rex!
Feel my snot.
Rex! How did you... You're so big!
Have this.
Rex!
Oh.
No!
Okay. Whatever's about to happen, I'm not sure I want to watch it. Sort of reminds me of, what's that movie? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids back in the day with the cereal bowl. Sort of reminds me of that. No. Okay, that's enough of that.
What did you do to my pants?
Good. Now terrified.
What did you do to my pants?
All right, it's Mr. Sikowitz, and you all have told me it's Sikowitz, not Sikowitz. I haven't seen him in several episodes, but here he is once again. Let's see what happens here.
Falling off a cliff.
What did you do to my pants?
Excellent. Now, as you can see, the same dialogue can evoke an infinite number of emotions depending upon how the actor chooses to play it. Like a robot.
True?
What did you do to my pants?
Wrong. Robots don't wear pants. It was a trick.
And again, he's barefoot. I just don't think that would fly. Now, Sikowitz, if he changed certain things about himself, he would actually be a really, really good teacher. A lot of the things that he teaches, his instruction, his pedagogy, how he relates to students is actually very good, but I've also seen things that are going to get him fired. Now, would going barefoot get him fired on its own? Probably not, but he probably would not be allowed to do that either. It's sort of gross.
Sorry, guys.
How was working on the movie?
Beck, you're late.
I'm sorry. We're doing the scene and there was a problem with the lighting.
Say it like a robot.
There was a problem with the lighting. I'm very sorry.
Wrong.
I didn't think that was that bad, did you? And by the way, he would be able to be in this movie, but it's not if it keeps him out of school. I mean, there are a lot of rules and regulations about that. Most states have state law about having students work during school hours because even though you could say, well, he's in a movie, that's not work. It is. It is work. They consider that working just like you're working at a restaurant or a store or whatever. You're working for a movie production company. So he's not going to be able to do that if it conflicts with his school hours. They're going to have to shoot the scenes with Beck in them during times when he can actually do it.
Wrong?
You said you were sorry, and everybody knows robots don't have emotion and therefore cannot feel regret. You kids have got to do your robot research. Beck, sit. Now, as we've clearly demonstrated, dialogue can impact a scene in many different ways, depending upon, dear Gandhi, I'm boring myself. Beck, tell us all about the movie.
Which, you know, it is an acting class, so having him talk about it would kind of be appropriate. Now, I would say it's inappropriate if he were in any other class, but in this situation, sort of applicable, isn't it?
Okay. Well, my call time was this morning at 5 a.m.
Oh, that's early.
Nah. Again, they're not going to have them do this. And by the way, movie companies are very used to working with kids. You see kids in movies, obviously, so they're used to that. But they're not going to be able to say you have to be here at 5 a.m. and you have to miss school. That's a big deal. They would have to make some sort of other arrangement or film when school is not in session, or at least do the parts that Beck is in like that. They would be able to make that happen.
Did you meet Melinda Murray?
No, not yet.
I bet she's been stung by a bee.
I wouldn't know, but you can ask her yourself.
What?
The assistant director told me they need extras for a couple scenes,
Ah,
so if any
yeah.
of you guys want to do it... Oh, okay. What I said.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, they do have extras, and I have known students to serve as extras. The idea that they would allow students from this acting class to be extras, yeah, you could do that. Most people just have casting calls that they just put out there to the public. If it's just for extras, now for roles, you're going to go a very different route, but this is not all that unrealistic here.
See, waiter number one's line is, I'm sorry, the chicken breast isn't available today.
Oh, yeah. Kid, you had it right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you?
Tori Vega, background player, big fan. Hi, Belinda Murray.
Okay, an extra is correcting me on the set.
I'm sorry, but you yelled at my friend, and he was totally
She's
right
your
about...
friend?
Yeah, she's...
Go.
Go?
I want you off this movie.
Ooh.
Belinda.
You want him here or me?
Kid, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's cool.
Oh, man.
No! Why'd you get mad at him? I'm the one who corrected you.
Good point. Bye.
But...
That's awful. And, you know, I don't have a whole lot of experience with big name actors. However, they have personalities just like we do. And some of them are really, really down to earth. And some of them are, let's just say, not. The notion of an extra correcting a leading actress in a movie is sort of, I mean, you just don't do that if you're an extra. You're sort of just glad to be there and you keep your mouth shut and you do what you're supposed to do, like stand here, okay, now stand over there, okay, like say this or whatever. But she gets so upset that she throws them off the movie. You know, I would imagine that something like this has probably happened in real life, but now Beck has lost his role that he's so excited to have gotten. This is really tough. I really feel bad for both of them, really.
Can we sit somewhere else?
Nope.
Fine. We'll sit with the girl who can't keep her mouth shut and got you fired.
See, there at least it looks like Andre's playing. I don't know if he really is or not, but he's either playing or it really looks like he's playing. That's not fake. I know a couple episodes ago, he's just doing this and it looks so fake. My goodness.
You know, if you really wanted to help, you wouldn't just sit there like a bag of doorknobs. You'd do something.
Bag of doorknobs.
Where are you going?
Anywhere else. Okay. Do this, and that's for you.
I was waiting to see if that would be a potential suspension. Probably not. She's probably okay. Not nice what she did, but I thought she was going to like throw it against one of these cars or something, but no.
So, Robbie, tell me about your nightmares. Last night, I dreamt that I was standing on a gigantic chair.
A big chair.
Gigantic.
I understand.
And then Rex, who's like 20 feet tall, sat on it.
Robbie, do you think it would be fair to say that Rex insults you a lot?
Oh, yes.
And I know this is the counselor, and by the way, you sort of have to be careful. So far, he's doing a good job. He's just asking him to share, and this would be a legitimate issue for the counselor to ask him about. There are professional boundaries that you can't cross, but if these nightmares are having Robbie have trouble in school or have trouble getting to class on time, which if you remember, he was late at the beginning because of these nightmares, he was sleeping in class. If it's affecting his school, it would be 100% legitimate for the counselor to ask him about it and to at least ask him to explain what's going on. Now, you do have to sort of be careful that you're not having like full-blown therapy sessions. You would want to connect Robbie to a therapist or just really tell his parents, hey, look, there are concerns that Robbie has brought up. Do you have a therapist that you can take him to? I can share resources, but it is totally appropriate for him to listen to this.
Why would that make me have nightmares?
Because, see, in real life, Rex bullies you with words.
Sometimes he slaps me.
So when you're asleep at night, your subconscious mind amplifies all that abuse, and that's what creates these terrifying images you see in your nightmares.
Fascinating.
I think you need couples counseling.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was kind of wondering if the counselor would say something like, Rex isn't real, you know, but it's funny. He's counseling him as if Rex is another person here.
Hi!
You got some ID?
ID?
What's your name?
Oh, I'm, I'm Crystal Waters.
Anybody that stutters that much when asked their own name, he ain't letting her in there. And by the way, movie production companies do hire security. That is a real thing. And sometimes it's private security. Other times they basically just hire some off-duty police officers or sheriff's deputies to help with that. That is a real thing.
Crystal Waters? I don't remember seeing the name Crystal Waters.
I can't find my mother!
What? Who are you?
Help me find my mother, please! Mom! Mom!
Shut up! We'll find your mama.
I don't think so. I don't think he would just allow her to grab him like that without responding in some way. You got to be careful. And this is a full-blown police officer, it looks like, with the things that are on his belt. He has handcuffs, it looks like. But that is sort of realistic. I said a minute ago, people do hire off-duty police for this sometimes. You don't jump on an officer like that. I mean, that's sort of crazy.
All right, now when Melinda's character yells, "Get out!" Jake!
Yo!
That's when you fire the crossbow. And the arrow should strike the wall right around here.
Wait, what's my cue?
When Melinda yells, "Get out!"
Got it!
Okay, let's get ready to shoot one.
Melinda? Melinda?
Oh.
Who let you on the stage?
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have corrected you.
Michael?
No, we don't need Michael. No, Michael! I just want to say I'm sorry, but you shouldn't get mad at Beck because he didn't
Just
even...
go away.
Come on, just let Beck have his part back. It's not his
Get
fault.
out!
What? Oh, man. I did not see that coming. A lot of these things I see coming. I didn't see that coming. That was sort of insane. So he accidentally, or she accidentally made the actress say the line that is the cue for this guy. But surely he would know, like, they're not actively filming at that moment. That's kind of crazy. This guy would be in some trouble here. My goodness. I didn't know it was that bad. The angle, like how she was holding her hand, it made it look like maybe it was a little, dart, a little crossbow dart, and it just went into her hand a little bit. No, that's sort of different. That's very different.
Melinda, I am so sorry. I never would have come. This is your fault.
Ow! Take me to the ambulance, please! Ow! Somebody get my ex-husband on the phone! Stop smiling!
No, I understand. No, I get it. I mean, it went right through her hand. Yeah, I'm sorry too. Okay, people, that was Melinda's manager. Because of the injury to her hand, we're gonna have to recast her role.
Melinda's not gonna be in the movie?
Nope, thanks to her.
I feel so bad.
Oh, they're all
going
going to be happy.
Bad?
We all hated her.
Yeah. At first I'm like, ooh, but then after a second I'm like, they're all going to be happy about that. That's sort of funny.
She was a nightmare. What is your name?
That's Crystal Waters!
That's hilarious. So she did say her real name earlier, but the security guard comes up and says, "That's Crystal Waters." The name of the water company that she just randomly told him. That's sort of funny. Now they all think that's her name. That's pretty funny. Is there going to be like a news story the next day? Crystal Waters that caused the demise of this actress. That's pretty funny. Crystal Waters. So weird.
Hi, Beck.
Tori Vega.
That's me.
Are you sure you're not Crystal Waters?
Crystal Waters.
You got the call.
I'm back on the movie.
Okay.
1, 2. Don't let me get to 3. Better.
All right. So that was the episode. And in the end, Beck got his part back. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Once again, they pretty much nailed most of it. Not everything is 100% accurate, but a lot of it is very true to life. If you're enjoying this series, this reaction series to Victorious, let me know that down in the comments below. Also, do consider subscribing to the channel. I know many of you do enjoy my videos, but you're not subscribed. So that would help me out an awful lot and help me to continue to produce content that you enjoy. I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks for watching until the very end. I do appreciate that, and I'm sure YouTube appreciates it as well. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. Let me know again in the comments below what you thought. But that's it for this video. I'll see you on my next one, hopefully here on School Principal Reacts. Thanks for watching.